Alright, now it is time for the main event.
We are back. John Cena and Abyss, Royal Reckoning opponents, teaming up against Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Big Show.
Partners tonight, opponents at the Royal Reckoning.
John Cena, of course, not liked by the crowd.
Introducing first, from Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing 248 pounds,
Cabinet.
Big Show.
Do you think Cena and Abyss, can Cena and Abyss coexist?
They've been working
Aren't they
together
both
for a long time, but we'll find out if there's a new animosity between these guys.
Whoa.
Making a big entrance.
Is it The Undertaker? Oh my game.
Always psyching everybody out with that.
and his partner, from parts unknown,
He defeated this
WWE champion,
Hurricane alive too.
The monster of this, of course, getting that WEDF championship thanks to a direct order from Mr. McMahon for Steve Austin. Steve Austin was a fighting champion, ladies and gentlemen. He defended that WEDF championship with honor and pride, but Abyss took that title when Mr. McMahon ordered Austin to defend his title against Abyss in a tables match. We all know how that is.
Elimination Chamber match.
At Survival of the Fittest.
What the hell?
Of course, here comes the world's largest athlete, The Big Show. Recently left the corporate cabinet.
and their opponent, standing at
Getting
7 feet tall,
tired
weighing
of Vince McMahon's game,
441 pounds,
choosing to turn against the corporate cabinet tonight. Even though Abyss and Cena are Royal Reckoning opponents, tonight they are teaming for the corporate cabinet. Of course, Abyss and Cena both want to be the WEDF champion, but so does Stone Cold Steve Austin.
One question here. Can Big Show and Stone Cold, former rivals, actually trust each other tonight?
Well, I think they have one common goal in mind, is that both of them, as much as they have a rivalry against each other, they do not like the corporate cabinet.
Right, sometimes two enemies have to force themselves to team up in order to take out the greater evil.
Like the old saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Victoria, Texas.
That case applying here tonight as Steve Austin and The Big Show team up tonight.
Two bald guys with a goatee.
Hey, that sounds like a tag team right there.
Speaking of tag teams, a few have disbanded and a few more have formed.
Who knows what will happen with the other tag teams in WEDF? Hard to say.
Corporate cabinet is showing signs of, what's the word for it? Doubt, perhaps.
Turmoil, something like that.
The downfall of
Well, what he's basically saying is we might be seeing the beginning of the self-destruction of the corporate cabinet.
It's all business for them.
starting off with Cena and The Big Show in the ring.
Of course, if you remember, these two from WWE, big rivals with each other at one point.
And Big Show, right hand, Cena ducks it.
You know what I just noticed?
What's up?
Steve Austin was in ring gear when he came out, right? Now he's dressed in street clothes.
You know, that's just how Austin rolls.
Well, Matt Acorn, you put your shirt on right after a match.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That was just my style at the time.
Remember, CM Punk on Raw changed like the tire 3 times.
You know, sometimes you can't question the way we do things. It's just the way we work. You know, if I want to come out and wrestle and then win a match and then put on a shirt and some jeans, then that's my style.
Vince is dominant over Cena right now.
Tagging in, Stone Cold.
Remember at Royal Survival One Night Stand, it was Austin versus Cena. Ric Flair was announced as a special referee. Ric Flair called Austin the match and then thought to align himself with I think this is how the corporate cabinet, they were known as the Process corporate cabinet, this is what started their downfall. Ric Flair was the inside man of that and betrayed the corporate cabinet and formed an alliance with Legacy.
I think now the corporate cabinet is starting to get to the point that they know about the saying, history repeats itself. They have a feeling that someone is going to do something, and the next thing they know, as soon as they're sitting on cloud 9, they find themselves falling face down into the ground.
The corporate cabinet faction, they had like 12 people at one time.
Austin is just beating up John Cena with there's a heavy bulldog by John Cena.
Beer drinking, ass kicking scene, but Cena coming back, now tagging in WEDF champion Abyss. Abyss, of course, undefeated WEDF. No one has pinned the monster. No one has looked like a threat to the monster at all.
Undertaker couldn't beat him. Kane couldn't beat him. Randy Orton couldn't beat him. Stone Cold can't beat him. Who can?
I think that tonight, both Abyss and Cena's goal is very simply to take Stone Cold out. If they can turn their triple threat match back into a one-on-one.
We got a 7-foot giant on the outside.
That's right.
Big Show is going to act as the equalizer in this. You know they both want to weaken up Austin. You know both of them want to isolate Austin and keep him away from the Big Show. But the Big Show is just 7 feet, 500 pounds of mass destruction. How do you stop that?
Yeah, there's nobody that can match up with him in terms of power.
If there's one man that could be able to beat Abyss and dominate him, it'd probably be the Big Show.
Then again, he said, go ahead.
Cena's taking care of Austin on the outside. Big Show,
cheap shot.
Big Show got kicked off the apron. He flew into that announce table.
Speaking of Abyss, we said the same things about The Undertaker, the Dead Man. The legendary Dead Man could not defeat Abyss. The Big Red Monster Kane, he could not defeat Abyss. Well, the Legend Killer, Randy Orton, the Viper, not even he could defeat the monster.
Not even the 16-time world champion Ric Flair. Oh my. Oh my.
Here we go.
Look at this matchup.
Two 18-wheelers going right at each other.
Remember on an episode of WEDF United, Abyss actually dominated the Great Khali.
Well, that's another thing you gotta think about. If Abyss can do that to a guy like Khali's size, can the Big Show do the same?
Oh, Big Show.
Show catches his leg. And lariat.
Big lariat.
Well, of course, Big Show's dominated over Khali before too.
Again, it seems not that hard.
Abyss easily threw Big Show into the turnbuckle.
Of course, you gotta wonder though, you would hope Big Show could stand a chance against Abyss, but it's just the monster has been wrecking through everyone that has stood in his way in WEDF.
Uh-oh.
I mean, the question very simply is that if the Big Show can't do it, then who can?
Oh, Big Show, big clothesline. This Cena's running into a brick wall right there.
Oh. Using his weight to push down in the face of Abyss.
And a tag to Alston.
Who can honestly act as an equalizer to Abyss?
If there's one man, though, it could be Big Show. What's striking, though, in a triple threat, though? Do Cena and Austin team up to try to take out Abyss?
You don't know.
We don't
They both.
know what Cena's thinking for that match. So.